Friday. Oh, we gonna get in trouble today. Come on, Oscar. Thank you for sharing, brother. We gonna get in trouble today. Where am I at? Where am I at? I'm in here somewhere. Where am I? Okay. Hey! Happening, y'all. It's Friday! Funky Friday. We gonna get in trouble today. I'm gonna get in trouble. I'm sorry. Ooh, we gonna talk about shutdown. We get in trouble today. I'm not here to make friends. I am so sorry if you are. I do not do this to make friends. I do this to pick your brain. We're gonna talk about the shutdown today. Working for the court. Working for the empire. Want sympathy, working for colonizers and enslavers. You gonna get my sympathy? Uh-oh. Hey, Georgia, good morning. Thank you for sharing. Good morning, Brother Smoot. What's going on? Good morning, Heaven. Georgia, Deborah, Maha, Rebecca, Lori, Mary. Okay, all right. We're gonna have a few people today. Looks like it's notification working today or something. Y'all sitting around waiting for me to get in trouble and start talking about how people shouldn't work for the federal government. I keep saying it. I keep saying it. I keep warning people. You want my sympathy? Stop working for killers. Stop working for murderers. Stop working for rapers. Stop working for divisive lying bastards. Get a real job. I'm not gonna call you a bum though. Now they call the hippies. Get a real job, bum. I'm not gonna say that. I'm just gonna say get a job that doesn't involve the death of other humans, and then we can talk about fixing a world. Thank you for sharing, Lori. I see that. I see everybody sharing this morning. Oh, don't bring them in. It might be a fight today. Hey, Deborah, thank you for sharing. I get a few pop-ups. If I didn't say thank you for sharing to somebody who shared, I apologize. I don't think I get to see everything on this end. Thank you for sharing. Mary, how y'all doing this Friday? How's everybody feeling in slavery? Enslavement to the court. How's everybody feeling? Enslavement to the federal government, United States of America, run by big banks and corporations because Americans don't have a government. They like to pretend that they do. Thank you for sharing, Anna. I see that. All right. We're going to jump right into the shutdown this morning. I was watching the news this morning. Hopefully y'all watched yesterday. We talked about crystals because we're slaves. That's why we live in a forced labor world. And I don't believe in cheering the court. Well, let me move out the way. Let me show y'all the court. I just don't believe in working for the court. I don't believe in y'all cheering for the court. Let me make myself small, see if I can fit in the court here. I don't. Call me whatever you want to call me. You can be mad at me, be upset at me, talk about me, call me names, whatever. I like indigenous people, and I don't think y'all should kill them. I don't think y'all should kill indigenous people in New York. I don't think y'all should kill indigenous people in DC. I don't think y'all should kill indigenous people in Montana. I don't think you should kill indigenous people in Yemen. I don't think, oh my God, all over the news. I just don't think you should work for the court, the federal government. I am not against the shutdown. Damn it, I don't have to choose your position. Give me two options. What are the two options they want to give you? You're either for the wall or you're against the shutdown. Like, you don't get to pick for me. I get to pick for me. I decide I don't want to be these little, right here. I don't want to be him bound to the king. Don't want to be him bound to no damn king. Don't want to be him bound to no damn king because I'm an adult. I don't have time for leaders. Okay? I don't want to be none of these grubby bastards back here. Thank you for sharing, Maha. I don't want to be none of them grubby bastards. And I damn sure don't want to be the onlookers over there. Wait, over there. All the members of the court. All the members of the castle. All those working for the federal government. All of those working for cartels. All of those working for sex trafficking and child slavery. Like, what are you talking about? I just cleaned the floors. Like, damn it, you can go clean the floors at Walmart. Go work for somebody that's not, Walmart's killing people though, never mind. Hey, thank you for sharing, Brian, I appreciate that. And I damn sure, so not only do I not want to work for the state, federal government, colonizers, empires, enslavers, mass incarcerators, not only do I not want to work for them, I don't want to be the king. I don't want none of it. I don't want none of it. Hey, Rebecca, thank you for sharing. I'm not interested in your world. Your world sucks. I don't like your world. So I'm gonna look at the protest. They have a little shutdown protest. Stop the shutdown, start the empire back up. I want to get paid. I want to get paid. And I'm just like, nope, not this time around. When the Democrats did this mess, I was like, you know what? Listen, y'all need to stop working for this. Y'all need to stop working for killers. You need to cut it out because it's spreading all over the world. A lot of things we could look at today. A lot of killmonger stuff spreading all over the world. Like, did you see the, what are we talking about? In the Kurds? The Kurds, check this out. I'll post a link. We can watch it later. I won't look at the shutdown in a minute, but the Kurds, let me turn this music down. This music, why is that loud in y'all's ear? That's loud in my ear. I'm sorry, everybody. I just jumped right into the rant. How y'all doing today? Everybody okay? It's Friday.
Mother, you didn't talk about my paycheck. We got to fight. You don't calm me down. I'm mad. I'm upset.
I'm saying, hey, how y'all doing? You okay? I love you, baby. I do. I love everybody. I think everybody should have food and water, drinks. And the problem is, if you work for the empire is based in stealing people's food, their water, their drinks, their resources, their land, murdering and killing them and taking them into slavery. And I think that's a bad idea. I do. Hope everybody's doing good this morning. Okay. And brought it down for a minute. So what are the Kurds doing? The Kurds are torturing children to get them to confess to being members of ISIS. Why would Kurds do that? Kurds good people. Y'all aren't they good people? Why would the Kurds do that to anybody's baby? Well, partially because I think they think they're New York City. New York City, because we can go right back to Khalid Browder. Let's go ahead and pretend for a minute that the Kurds aren't trying to mimic what's happening in New York when they try to take kids into Rikers Islands. When they play, it's just not New York. It's all over. Michigan, DC, San Francisco. What they do is they get kids, they yank them off the street like the slavers they are, the colonizers that you actually work for, getting paid by the court. And they force kids to take a plea deal. Why? Because if you don't, we'll put you in prison for life. For stealing somebody's book bag. Hashtag Khalid Browder. So don't sit here and tell me about how bad the Kurds are, that they're actually torturing children to get them to confess to ISIS to do 6 months. You're getting kids in New York to confess to crimes they didn't do because you like slavery. So no, I'm not interested in your court, and I agree with the shutdown. I love the shutdown. I'm not gonna pick your sides. I know I'm getting upset again. We need to shut the whole damn government down. The whole government.
But I don't have nothing to do with that. I just clean the windows.
I know, but if you don't clean the windows, baby, they got dirty windows. They can't see nobody from the ships. The colonizers out there on the ocean looking to go kill somebody, they can't see if you ain't cleaning the windows. If you go clean the windows for McDonald's, are they colonizers? They're not colonized. They still poison everybody, putting pesticide in everybody's food, coming to a... They're supposed to be doing health food now? Like, I trust that. Okay. But still, you can go work for anybody. Stop working for them. Stop. Come on, people. We got big problems. And you getting a paycheck to keep money, to keep that Benz going, to get that vacation in Walt Disney World, that is not one of our problems. We got big problems. We got a kingdom that has to come down. We got an empire that needs to fall. So I'm going to look at the protests. See if I'm not in trouble enough. People yelling at me. Y'all yelling at me yet? Who yelling at me? They legally can't, unlike private companies. Exactly, Yvonne, and that's the problem. We don't have a government. We have an oligarchy, and everybody says it, but people, they just can't see it. They see to the end of that paycheck, and that's why I think we gotta stop taking the kid gloves off. We gotta start, y'all. We gotta stop playing. Like, listen, y'all are working for the East India Trading Company. No, you're not working for decent people. You're working for killers. You know, another example might be, so who is it? China is on the dark side of the moon now. They released some new pictures. Did you see that? Those pictures look kind of dark to y'all. They look kind of dark. A little conspiracy theory. I was looking at the pictures. I was like, wait a minute. The panoramic view? How come there's no stars in the panoramic view? Where my flat earth? The hashtag solidarity with the Flat Earth Society of the universe. How come the sky this supposed to be stars in the sky, and then start passing that line that, oh, well, you can't see the stars because of regolith on the moon and the refraction area. And it's like, there's no atmosphere. It doesn't matter if the surface reflects, dummy. I took geology, all right? I didn't went to school. Don't tell me that the light from hitting the moon is refracting against the atmosphere so you can't see the stars. You see the stars in every picture. What happens is colonizers lie. right? It's like when Spain came to Latin America. They colonized the whole damn thing. Britain wanted to get on it, Italy, everybody else. And so in order for them to come do some colonization, they got to come back. They got a lot of people too. Spain didn't tell nobody America was here, lying bastards. But the British got here, they didn't tell nobody either. And what they do when they got back? Did they say, oh, it's lots of stars? You can see stars everywhere. It's nice and pretty. No, they came home. It's like, ain't nothing over there. Ain't nothing over there. It's just like the moon. Ain't nothing there. Nope. Ain't no nice people. Ain't no Native Americans, indigenous people trying to feed us. They're not trying to take care of us. And, you know, they didn't go back. They went back and said, they're pagan when they finally admitted it existed.
They're pagans. We need to kill them. They're fighting. They hate Jesus. They hate Muhammad. They hate Buddha. They hate everybody. We need to go kill the indigenous people.
And so you can get a whole bunch of dummies on the other side that always believe the kings and the courts to go murder a bunch of people. Stop working for colonizers. Stop. They always lie. So no, I don't think China's giving real pictures of the moon. Hell no. They're going to doctor them like America and everybody else does. Because they need you down here being stupid, fighting over oil, fighting over skin color, fighting over whatever they can get you to fight over, while the king and the court and the empire and the imperial forces do what they always do. Find new lands, murder people, lie to you about what's there, get you to go to work, pay your taxes, so we can't fix any damn thing. And I'm just like, shut the whole thing down. Let me show some of the protests. All right, I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. You don't have to hold me. I'm calm. Let's see what they fuss about. Hashtag stop the shutdown. Nope, for the shutdown. Sorry, for the whole shutdown. I want to read some signs. What's that say? Congress, do your job. Congress is doing their job. That was the previous sign. Do you see the sign, this brother right here? Hold on. Right here, this brother, this sister right there. Is that a brother, sister? You know, don't get me in trouble. All right, listen. No, Congress is doing their job. Congress doesn't provide a service for you. They're not your Congress. They don't work for you. They work for big corporations, banks, and Wall Street. They're doing their job. Their job is to take your money, to starve you, to keep you poor, to keep you fighting with other people while they get paid to keep their party in power. Meanwhile, their party's in power with the other party that's in power, and they all work for the same corporations, but that's the design, right? Their job, they don't provide a service to the American people anymore because America didn't have a government. We lost that in 1933. Damn it, they've planned it since 1913. We don't have one. We can't tell them what to do. Their job is to take money from big corporations to keep their party in power and keep you pissed off about Trump's penis. There's a whole lot of peas in there. And if it ain't Trump's penis, it's Clinton's penis. To get you to fight over dramatic, dumb things. You know, Lori talking about the wall. So Lori, my position is I'm against the wall. I don't want no damn wall. That's stupid. Mexicans got shovels and they got ladders too. Damn it, they got drones. Damn it, Ghana they got robotic soldiers now. Y'all see that? Look at that. Why the hell would Ghana bring robotic soldiers out? Well, we'll talk about that in a minute, maybe. We got enough time. No, I'm against the wall. That's stupid. But I'm for the shutdown. They don't get to choose what I'm for and against. Let's look at another sign. What else they got on these signs? Let's pull together. That's what I'm talking about. Can we pull together and fight the oligarchy? Can we do that? Is that it? Is that anywhere? Oh, did y'all see that post I made the other day? Oh, who was this brother? I gotta show you this. How about let's pull together and let's actually do the right thing? Y'all remember that movie? Good movie. You should watch Do the Right Thing. Let me go to my page. Hold on, I gotta show you this. Brother made this post the other day. I was like, oh, y'all stopped posting about Bernie. I was kind of happy about that. Some of y'all still doing it. Stop posting about colonizers. Stop posting about slavers. Stop posting about evil people like they're doing good things and they're always doing evil things. Stop believing the least of the evils. There are no least of the evils. It's all just evil. You're either a demon, you support demonic people, or you don't. Stop cheering the court. Let me see if I can find this post. I saw this was pretty good. This like hit me personally. I saw this post. I was like, got a little misty-eyed on this one. Hold on, where is it at? Oh, the kids meditating. That was so cool. Hold on. I'm gonna find it for you. Here you go, right here. Who is this brother? Amari Baraka. I don't know who he is, but I used to know who he was. I used to pay attention to this stuff. Okay, let me see if I can show this to you. This might help for you to see it. There go my friends. Y'all see my friends? Hold on. Wait. Let me see if I can move this over for you. Here you go. Look what this brother said right here. People go to hell. I never had trouble finding a publisher. But when I say black and white people unite and fight, destroy capitalism, then you suddenly become unreasonable. I'm feeling this, brother. I'm feeling it. And this is the fight I fight every day. Why can't we come together and fight the right thing? Why can't we come together and fight the root cause of all the problems? And they're not just white people and black people, yellow people, purple people, I love y'all too. Like, what about us? Well, we can't get in the fight. Yeah, I agree with the sign. Let's unite and fight. But can we unite and fight in a way that doesn't make colonizers happy? Can we unite and fight in a way that builds something significant for the future instead of just giving the seat to somebody else that you like? Can we stop working for the court people? All right, let me go. Get off me, stop holding me. Y'all remember that? Get off me, stop, I'm going for him. Stop holding me. I'm sorry, I know. I grew up in a rough place. It's a little rough. Not so rough, but kind of rough. No, give me a line. I grew up in a nice house. I had good parents. But I lived in a school district, and they had a lot of ruffians that they sent to our school district. So let's look at more sign. So I agree. Let's pull together. I just don't believe in pulling together to keep colonizers in power. That's what I disagree with. What is that? Stop the shutdown? Nope, for the shutdown. Something about war on workers. No, it's not a war on workers. Brother, who is that? Who holding that sign? No, it's not a war on wars. It's a war on, we need to stop the imperial federal government, shut it down, give things back to the state, and let them put something in that respects somebody's human rights somewhere. And I want y'all working. I'm not mad at you. I'm not saying you need to not get paid. I'm saying all money ain't good money. I'm saying that you need to work for people that when you get the paycheck, you don't have blood dripping out the envelope. That's what I'm saying. Let's see some more signs. What else y'all talking about in the protest? See if I'm wrong. Somebody tell me if I'm wrong. This is where I'm coming from. I think if ships are, oh, there's a big sign. Big sign. Who got this? Who's sister got a big sign? Who got a big sign? Let's go back. See if I can read that. Do your job so we can do ours. In the shutdown. No, they're doing their job. They don't work for you. This is why I keep talking. This is why I won't shut up. I won't shut up. Not when it comes to the fact that this is not our government, and it never was. Never was our government. Not our government now, never was. Another good example of that would be John Bolton. Y'all know John Bolton, the president, right? The deep state wins every election. Every single election. And they let you get away with a few things. But if you go too far, they'll pull you back in Syria and they explain to you. So y'all explain to me how come all my Trump friends, where y'all at coming at Bolton? When is Trump gonna come out against Bolton trying to tell him that he's not gonna pull out of Syria? You need to pull out of Syria. Pull out of Syria. Why? Because it's a good thing. I don't care who says it. It's a good thing. It could actually start a pull-out apocalypse. That's what we need. We need pull out of war. How about this? Can we keep the shutdown in the wars? Keep the shutdown in the wars. Can we do that? Let me see. So yeah, so it's not the job. Not that sign. Fake news. You're not actually doing your homework. Do your homework. Do your research. Know who runs your government. I can't pay my rent. Oh, I'm sorry, sister. And I want you to pay your rent. I do. I want you to pay your rent, but you can pay your rent without blood money. You can do that. We can do that. I did that. I used to work for the government and I left. What's that? The machinists? Well, the machinists, I don't know what y'all are fighting about, but y'all need to make a machinery that feeds people, builds houses, machinery that helps people, not machinery that goes into drones so your government can put them into wars around the planet, not making machinists for tanks. We can make machinists for all kind of good things that help people. So no, the machinists, I don't think you should be getting money from the federal government neither. Let me see. Wall, no wall, yes health, yes jobs. All right, let me see. Wall, yeah, I'm on a no wall. I'm on no wall. That's stupid. It was dumb when Hillary Clinton wanted to do it, the barrier. It was dumb when Barack Obama wanted to fund it, and it's dumb now. And dummies can't seem to realize that they just pull this every election. Same bad ideas, different face. And you're happy with it because now they got a different face on the same stupid idea. Like Mexicans can't jump. That's that racist. Y'all remember that racist slogan we used to have? Every slogan we used to have was probably racist. They used to say white men can't jump. No, they it was a movie. It was a movie. And we used to laugh at all of this stuff now. Before everybody started taking everything all serious. You start taking yourself serious. And you're 98% monkey. So let me see, a check to health. I'm all for health. I'm all for health, but when it comes to healthcare, I don't think you know what that means. I'm not for your health if you're drinking soda and you're eating ice cream. I know I ate some ice cream the other night, but I only ate a little bit. If you're eating a bunch of ice cream, you're not making smoothies, Oh, I can't say what I was gonna say. I can't say that. I do have to govern myself a little bit. But if you're drinking soda, you're eating pesticide food, you're not growing some of your own food, you're going to Disney World, you understand that if you eat that crap there, it's gonna make you sick. Then you're gonna want pills. You're not supposed to have pills, you're supposed to eat herbs. Why? Because the herbs are the things that make your body healthy, but you don't want to do that, so you want the easy, quick solution. So you take a bunch of drugs, and all of a sudden the whole healthcare system collapses because our bodies have dis-ease because we don't do the things we're supposed to do. Jobs? I'm good with jobs, but I'm not good with the jobs you do. I think you suck at your jobs. I do. I'm sorry. I don't think you build houses well. I know I live in houses. I don't think you build cars well. Humans don't do that well. I drive cars and they break down. I'm sorry. What else don't we do well? We don't make computers well. That's why the robots make most of the computers now. They're getting better. You know, we don't do any of this stuff well. Damn it, we don't even do daycare well. See all the pictures of people beating up kids in daycares all over this planet? Come on now. We don't do these things well. Robots doing well. Automation does them well. The machinists, they can be working on cameras to put cameras in the daycare so people ain't abusing the children. Good ideas, good solutions. Not everything we got to do is easy. Do what's right. I think they're doing well. They're not doing what's right because the shutdowns, it's not hitting the core people, right? It's not hitting the DHS. It's not hitting the police state. It's not hitting the FBI. It's not hitting Congress. It's not hitting the Senate. It's not hitting who it needs to hit, but it's hitting the legs. But what if the legs get pulled out from under the government? I think that's a good idea. I think we need to keep going this direction. I think, like, here's a good example. There's a local restaurant closed down for over a year. And guess what? Guess what happened when they shut down for over a year? All the chefs left. All the cooks left. All the dishwashers left. Everybody who cleaned the floor left. Customers, they went somewhere else. They found somewhere else to go. And I think if you pull the legs out from under the empire, you stop working for the court, you go find a new job, you do something that's not directly tied to blood money. Don't get me wrong. I think everything all of us do is based in blood money. Our society is sick and it's designed that way. But direct jobs and opportunities like this to hurt blood money, it's a good idea. Go get a new job. Trump in the shutdown? No. Trump, do the shutdown, make it bigger, and shut yourself down too. Shut everybody down. All right. I'm done with the signs. Y'all yelling at me? What y'all talking about over there? All money was printed with blood money. Yes, it's just how the system works, brother. Beaufont. Exactly. It's all money's blood money. Imagine me, working for you. Sean, you don't work for me? I don't want nobody working for me. All I want, I think all the things that should work for people are robots. I think robots and automation should work for people. They should provide for people. They can build a better world for people. They shouldn't kill people. Plus, I don't like leading anyway. I don't like telling nobody what to do. I don't want to be nobody's leader, their manager, their boss. Shoot, I'm only somebody's parent because I made the choice a long time ago. Shoot, that's back when Al Green used to sing. You had no choice in college. You had to make a few of them. But but even them, I let them do what they want to do. I don't even want to tell them what to do. I think people who make mistakes and learn become great, smart people. Let me see. Can't work in medicine. Let me see. Cannot patent natural nutrients in medicine, so the ruling class outlaws them and makes synthetic medicine patents, and the corporations make a whole lot of money. Yes, Rebecca, that's it. That's because medicine is free. Medicine's always been free. It's not a super drug. It's not a superfood. It's just medicine. When you were knee-high to a bunny rabbit hopping through the field, a marsupial, you were just eating all the herbs on the ground. That's why dandelion is not a superfood. Cannabis, none of that stuff. Dark green, leafy greens, they're not superfoods. It's just the food that you ate for millions of years and your body needs. Your liver needs it. Your immune system needs it. Everything in you needs it. And when you actually eat it, you don't actually have to make as much money that you do. You don't have to have such a big healthcare package and healthcare program. When you stop living high on the hog, when you stop living ignorant in your health, you don't get sick. Your body goes back to working how it's supposed to. But they like to make a lot of money, like Rebecca said. Pre-election year, the powers that be will be throwing distractions after distractions to keep the masses confused and divided. Strong discernment is needed. Yes, Tanya, big time. Big time. And because they're getting good at their job. They are getting fantastic at getting people to look at things that don't matter. And that's the only reason I come on here half the time to say stuff, because Unfortunately, they're posting all of this stuff like this stuff matters, and it doesn't. But it's posted. And so you got people yelling and screaming. And if you don't have anybody speaking in opposition, then they dominate the conversation. That's why we have to talk to people. We have to post these things. Thank you for sharing, Brother Pat. You have to share these things, and you got to talk to your friends about it. Like, listen, you know, like I said, my empathy is still there. It's limited, because I've been telling everybody I know, stop working for killers. Stop it. No, I don't work for you. Let's create a green company. My comment was in reference to song signs. Okay, brother, I'm with that. Brother Sean, let's work together. Let's work together. I don't believe in hierarchies. Can we work together on a project, work together on green companies? There's actually a lot of good companies you can actually do. You can actually do, we can use capitalism to get rid of crony capitalism. We can actually do that. That's why I'm not anti-capitalism. I just don't think capitalism will ever exist in a crony world. Neither will socialism or communism. Let me see what y'all talking about on YouTube. And take the next step to where you're going. But if you find yourself on the floor and there's no one to pick you up, all right, I can't see the whole thing, Cedar, but I think I kind of feel where you're going with that. Pick yourself up. Pick yourself up. Keep moving forward. If you find out you're working for evil people, don't. Get out of there as quickly as you can. We have to keep moving everything forward. Like, that's what I'm saying. Voting is what you do every day. Okay, I don't look at this protest no more. I don't look at it no more. I made the statement, done with it, not gonna belabor the point. I'm not trying to piss anybody off. I'm trying to get people to think best that you can. We got to move forward in the world. We're not gonna keep moving forward if we keep doing backwards crap. Let me see, what else? There was some interesting other stuff in the news. Oh, naked protest. I can't show that. Where was this at? Women of Australia, hashtag Australia. Topless women demonstrate in support of Saudi teen who fled. Hold on, I can show you this. I'll show you what I'm looking at. I go through the news each morning, kind of look and see what's interesting, what's distraction and what's interesting. Where are we getting hints? Winners and losers of the government shutdown. Well, I think the whole thing should be shut down. We're not gonna talk about that no more. Oh, this was a good PSYOP discussion. Crosstalk, y'all should check that out. I think, did I post it? I don't think I posted that. You know what? There were two things I found to be interesting. Somewhere around 9 minutes into 15 minutes. Let's take a quick peek at that. Oh, I don't know what this is. I don't want to buy it. I don't know. Chipotle, yes, y'all do some organic good stuff, but no.
From the UK.
Hold on. Somewhere around 9 minutes, something caught my eye.
People like Warren and Ted Lieu, I believe, also came out, and these are some very unlikely voices that actually threw support behind Trump for this Syria decision, which was really out of the blue. But the whole Trump's predicament right now, Peter, is that he is going up against, and you said this many times, he's going up against empire. And everything that's happened with Trump in Russia and the Russia, witch hunt and the hoax is nothing compared to what Trump's about to face if he actually does push forward with trying to disengage the U.S. from Syria and scale back on American empire. Here, I really think he's going to face a very, very dangerous obstacle, a very dangerous problem of possibly getting impeached, because he's going up against very powerful forces. His empire is his big problem right now. And if you couple that with the wall, and if he doesn't get the wall approved and passed and built, then he is going to really run into trouble in 2020. And I think the Democrats and I think the rhinos and the permanent state and the mainstream media know this.
Demon.
All right, so I love this one. Why do I love this? Why did I remember why it caught my attention. It caught my attention because it's right. It's right. And this isn't a Trump is fighting the deep state because Trump is a good guy because we make billionaires in the flavor good. It's because Trump is fighting the deep state, probably because his friends in the national billionaires want to be the deep state. But anytime something's fighting the current court and powers that be, the current Republican, Democrat, colonizing, murderous, killing, mass incarceration, bloody establishment, it's a good thing. But I think he's right on this. I think the part, so I don't think he's doing it because he's a good guy. Slight chance he might be an old guy trying to do something good, go down in history, but my mind doesn't work that way. I didn't spend too much time with rich people. They always want to just take it for them. Good thing. But this is a real thing, right? This isn't about a ding-a-ling. This isn't about a hooker. This isn't about some lying Russian collusion. No, the only one that was ever even colluding with the Russians were the Democrats and the Republicans, and that whole Unity One, what was that thing? Or the nuclear weapons so they can bomb and murder our kids. They gave the uranium to the Russians so in case they want to bomb and murder our kids. But that's a whole nother discussion. That's a whole nother. I don't think America and Russia are ever in opposition, ever, in every conflict. 100% on the same team, but your intellect ain't picking that up. You actually think Russia's the enemy, and we are the enemy in peace times. In war times, we're always friends. That should tell you everything you need to know. That's why Russia can go to space, because they're all friends at the highest levels. They all work for the same people who we never get to know. But I think this is real, because I think now he's going after the deep state. In this way, in terms of Syria, I think the pullout in Syria is a problem. That's weird because I think he's still talking like, didn't he talking pro-Iran war, and he's still for colonization of Israel, taking Palestine and stuff like that. So he's still got some weird positioning, and that's why I don't think he's doing it out of the good of his heart because he wants to save the troops and bring the troops home. I think he's doing it because that's just what rich people do. They always want to rob each other and laugh and joke and play while we all die. That's what I think it is. But the reality is, if we do a pullout in Syria, that might actually start a flow. That might actually start people talking about maybe we shouldn't be at war. Like, wow, you actually can pull soldiers out of war? You mean to tell me you can have an America that's not a colonizing imperial force under Democrats and Republicans that's murdering and killing people and starving them with health care, pretending they don't have the money and they got all the money, they can print anything they want to, starving the children. We actually can like stop spending overseas and start helping our own people? Possibly. Because the media told them to. Exactly, Tanya. The media, mainstream media has to go. My biggest problem, Tanya, when I talk to people is they watch the news. That's my biggest problem. When they watch the news, it brainwashes you. There's something in that signal that just takes really intelligent people and makes them just dumb as a bag of wet bricks on a bad Monday. All right, there was something 15 minutes in I wanted to look at. Caught my attention. I forgot what it was.
It's going to cave in on them, and it's going to do it this time around.
It's the problem of ultra-liberal globalist ideology. If only we replace one group of people by the other group of people privileged by the liberals, everything will be fine. You know, they now have 4 women running 5 top U.S. defense companies, which means.
Now I'm gonna translate for some of y'all. He got a heavy accent, the brother. That's Brother Dimitri. So 4 out of the top defense contractors are run by women. He's making a point. 4 out of the top 5 defense contractors are now run by women.
Means buying and selling weapons that kill hundreds of thousands of people around the world, and this is a huge achievement for women, according to the Democrats, right? Now they can fly jet fighters and bombers, killing as many people as men in a second, and this is again a huge achievement. I don't think it's an achievement. You know, if American women had the same rights for example, childcare, like sending your baby to a kindergarten, as the women here in Russia, that would be a victory. But the identity politics is not talking about childcare. They're talking about women heading defense companies, right?
It's all about power.
And when I heard Joe Biden as the candidate from the Democrats,
I'm not even gonna get into the Joe Biden stuff. I'm not even gonna get into that. So, man, do y'all remember going back to the late 80s and 90s and all the campaigns? We can do what men can do. We can do what men can do. We can do better with men. I gave a talk a long time ago. Don't mimic the most evil people in the room just because they're powerful, right? The things that men can do that you shouldn't do, right? There are a lot of things that men do that shouldn't be done at all. One of them is murdering people. That's one thing you shouldn't do. That's not a step forward for women. That's a step back for the entire damn human race. We need to go forward in peace, not go forward in empowering women to be as psychopathic as men wanting to work for some big corporation. But it's a good thing. It's the CEO. They're making money. No, it's not a good thing. That's evil. That's murder. It's killing. A lot of young women get raped because of these companies.
Do you know how many towns and nations of women end up in sex trafficking? Not even women, little girls. How the hell is this a good thing? It's a horrible thing. It's just as dumb as cheering these fools, these four fools. But let me be fair. If I was one of those four fools, I'd be doing the same dumb thing as they are. Why? Because the environments form us. They make us. We can't judge other people. But we shouldn't have systems that allow this to happen. You shouldn't have Lockheed Martins and Raytheons. You shouldn't have that. And you shouldn't have a damn government that bows to them. None of this is a good idea. Stop being stupid. But it's the worship of money. And we've seen it before. You see it with Obama. Right? Everybody cheering, oh, he making money, girl, he making money. He got $400,000 from the banks, Goldman Sachs, girl, they doing it. Obama's just doing it. I'm like, what are you, crazy out your freaking mind? Do you know that it's the killers? Do you know how many people he's murdered? Come on, man, stop. This is why nobody talks, right? This is why nobody, all the sides, they don't want to talk to each other. You ain't got no integrity. You ain't got no integrity. It's not a good idea a president leaves office and makes $400,000 for his speech and gets a Netflix Obama flick special. No, it's not a good thing. Damn it, you need to be behind bars. And if you don't need, the only version of this world that doesn't make sense and not putting war criminals behind bars, colonizing and killing people, is if they change. If they really change. If they really did some Hopi change. You want me to stop? That was a word. I was tripping over a word. You want me to stop talking bad about what happened in the Obama administration? Then you go ahead and get Obama flicks to come out and start talking peace. Get them to start coming out talking about who actually runs the White House. Get him to start talking about 1933. Get him to start talking about the Federal Reserve. Get him to start talking about something that actually means anything. But he's not. He's doing the same thing Trump is doing. He's doing the same thing everybody's doing. They're all talking about Trump. Trump. Every news article, everything is about Trump. Oh, the Trump done did this. Trump ain't do that. Trump this. Oh, Lord, oh, Jesus, Trump. Oh, Lord, Jesus. You know, Trump everything. Why? I don't know. Maybe they're going to sell some cereal called Trump Flakes or something. I don't know. They're trying to walk people into this nonsense. And I'm just like, people, like, we killing people. Hello, is anybody listening? Hey, woo. We're killing people. Oh, something else I wanted to show you. A couple interesting things in here. We're doing a lot of news today. I always got to go back to the base picture. Stop working for the court. Stop working for the king's court. It doesn't matter if you just file papers. It doesn't matter if you just run the fax machine. It doesn't matter if you just do the TPS reports. Stop working for killers. Stop it now. Now. Imperialist bastard. Stop it. Stop it. Border Patrol wants the wall. Yeah, they do, Anna, and everybody wants the wall. Everybody wants to send guns to the wall. Every president did it, from Bush to Clinton to Obama, and you got them all on record saying it. They all hate the immigrants and they love the immigrants. Just depends on who's in office. It's all the same damn thing. It's just people like to fight. That's the problem. You got people on the left and right. They just like to fight. They just take up these struggles. They're born into them, and they just want to keep fighting. And they ignore the fact that the kids pay the highest price because they keep fighting these dumb fights that nobody wins because they just want to keep you busy. It's just busy work. Busy work till they put the robots in place. All right, where are we at? There was a couple other good news articles in here. Oh, I'm going to let you see what I'm looking at. What y'all talking about? Trump tricks for adults. Yeah, Trump tricks for adults, John. And you know what? And everybody buy them, John. Everybody buy them because that's all they're doing. The left and the right, well, they'll buy their Trump tricks and they'll be mad at them too. I used to watch Howard Stern be pissed off at him, but you just loved him because you were pissed off at him, but it became a part of your day-to-day. What's Trump doing? What's Trump doing? Like, people who hate him, they don't hate him as much as they say they hate him. They don't. They don't. They like to watch him. They want to see what he's going to do. He makes their day go round. Don't believe the hype. I'm not a believer of the hype. Who are the true puppet masters? Ellen, I don't think we'll ever get to know the true puppet masters. I think we might know the puppets of the puppet masters, but we'll never get to know the true puppet masters. Why? Because those people they know how to stay in power. They stay in power by being a breakaway civilization, holding on to free energy and never sharing with people and keeping us in conflict with each other. And they put all these governments and kings and banks and lords and presidents and prime ministers and corporations and industries all underneath them and pad them with Rothschilds and Rockefellers and way up on high. We never get to know who actually pulls the real strings. Never get to know. It's just we live in a hierarchical disaster of a matrix. Stop feeding the machine. Exactly, Dan. Working for the machine, buying from the machine. Stop. Oh, this is, let me see. Don't want to show that. Let me see. High tech. I'm not gonna show that. Ghana, that's not high tech. They faking the front. I'll post a video if y'all want to see it, but it's Ghana and they have mech warriors. No, they're not mech warriors. They're guys in the uniform. We saw China do that before, but they're fronting, right? They're putting forward their military front, their military might, that we're making mech soldiers, and they're not, because they see like the hose on this one right here. The hose came off. There's supposed to be a hydraulic leg and the guy's still walking. It's like, no, they're fronting. Why? Because we're killing them. We're killing their nation. We're colonizing Ghana and everywhere else. And we topple their government so they don't give us cheap minerals. So of course, and why? Because you work for the court and you want your paycheck. That's why. That's why Ghana's pretending to front and swell up their chest and browbeat, because murder is the way. Why? Because you work for the murderer. Stop it. Let me see. Trump leaves, but strikes intensely. U.S. withdrawing from Syria. Right. And this is the point, is that when you say leave Syria, we can look at that. I don't even know what that is. If you say we need to stop the war, stop the war.
The question of when, why, and if at all to withdraw its forces has sooner or later taken center stage and stirred both debate and controversy. Syria is the latest example, and how much confusion this discussion has already caused. First problem to solve is how the withdrawal will look. It still remains a mystery, not only to the world, but seemingly also to US officials themselves.
They're all coming back, and they're coming back now.
They said again recently, could we have more time? I said, nope, you can't have any more time.
I agree with that.
We're removing our troops.
Now.
I never said we're doing it that quickly.
I never said fast or slow.
What's your timetable? When do you want troops to be out?
Somebody said 4 months.
You just say on the timetable for withdrawing troops. Do you think it's?
I think it's just over a period of time, but we're withdrawing.
Is it mission accomplished? As with George Bush's
Did you
Iraq.
catch that? Did you catch that? See, this is why I can't get on any of the trains. Who's somebody talking about the Trump train? This is why I can't get on none of the trains. I listen to what y'all say and your posts and everything. But when you make mistakes like that and you say in what you actually believe, bring the troops home now. And I never said bring the troops home now. I said we can do it next Thursday. I wouldn't, tomorrow, next month. That's how you know somebody's pulling the strings and it ain't him. Somebody's pulling the strings. Hold on, where my little girl at? Where's she at? I'm telling. See, when you see stuff like that, you gotta tell. Where's she at? Where's she at? Where I'm telling. Where my little girl at? I'm telling mama. That's when you got to tell mama. Like, no, because that's not what you said. That's not what you said. You said that you was bringing the troops home now. And I agree with that. Why? Because my sister Linda said it all the time. I'm a shooter. I'm telling, and I'm going to get Linda out here too. Where Linda at? I see some black people at a barbecue. Hold on. Wait. I got it here. I got my tools. Where my tools at? I got my tools. I'm a little slow. There she go. I'm telling. It's black people at the barbecue. Where Linda at? Black people at the barbecue. That's against the law. I'm telling. I'm telling. You said the troops were coming home and now, not tomorrow, not 2 days, not Friday, not 2 days from today, not after the next shutdown paycheck's supposed to come out. The troops supposed to be coming home right now. Why? Because of Linda not supposed to be there. American troops not supposed to be in Syria for no damn reason. Well, we gotta do a slow pull-out because you don't know what's gonna. No. Not supposed to be there. If you wake up, here's an example. You wake up in somebody else's house. I don't know. Say you're sleepwalking something. I don't know. You cheating with the neighbor's wife or husband or something, whatever. Anyway, fell asleep on the arm or something. You wake up, people's like, that's not funny. That's not funny. Anyway, listen, just go with me for a minute. Ignore your past. You wake up in somebody else's house. Hell, that ain't my dresser. Oh, Lord, that ain't my wife. You wake up in somebody else's house like, oh, damn, you don't do a slow pullout, okay? Ain't no, there's no slow pullout. Not supposed to be there. If you're an American troop and you sitting in Syria, oh, damn, Lord, wait a minute. Whoa. All the wars were a lie? They lied us into this? You mean the neoliberals and the Democrats and Republicans was just trying to colonize and take Syria? They just wanted to put a pipeline in here? They're lying to put me here? I'm supposed to go home right now. Damn it, now. All right, calm down. I'm getting... I don't believe it. It's like you're doing something wrong. Fix it. How many times I ain't got spanked for spilling milk somewhere, breaking something? We never no slow pull out. Shoot, you get in trouble, you get spanked right there. My mama pull out a shoe right now. Waiting. And no, wait, the only time she wait is because she knew I done did something real bad. She wait for daddy. And that's the only time. That's the only time we had to wait. She said, oh, Lord, okay, you know, you ain't do your homework. We ain't told you about this. I'd hit you with the shoe a couple times, Gerard, and you ain't seemed to get it. You can call up the phone, be like, Tom! Shoot, I'll be like, that's when you start doing that cry. You're not like really crying, but you're about to start crying. Oh, Lord. Daddy gonna come home. Daddy, I'm sorry, you know. And then you hear that motorcycle come around the corner. Whoa, woo, woo. The neighbors want to call CPS, but they ain't got the number. Woo. All right, anyway, I'm done. So no, I'm not on the slow pullout. I'm not there. If you're doing something you're not supposed to do, stop doing it. Damn it. If you're at a barbecue in a township, and it says right on the sign, black people cannot barbecue here. And you look at your skin. And you look at you like, oh, damn, I'm in the wrong place. What the hell? Hey, Tyrone, turn the grill off, man. Turn. All right, I'm sorry. I just had a little fun. I had a little fun. Am I in trouble? Y'all mad at me? I laugh at it because I don't think this stuff is real. You don't have a government. Nobody's running this ship. These people don't work for you. Stop acting like they do. We got real problems. We need to figure out how the hell we gonna get 240 yellow vests in the country. That's what we need to do. And the good thing about America, and I'm not about like standing up and being ignorant. We don't have to. We have a system. They need us. They need us to buy. We don't have to do anything. All we have to do, listen, any billionaires watching me, y'all watching me, y'all busy now, y'all probably on your yachts. When y'all watching, if you actually have a heart, all you gotta do is place an order for 240 million yellow vests. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta do nothing. You ain't gotta get no guns, bombs, you don't need no bunkers, you don't need none of that. All you gotta do is place an order for 240 million yellow vests. And everything in America will be changed tomorrow. I promise you. The oligarchs see everything. The NSA knows everything. They watch everything. The minute they see a big, what's that shipping container coming in? At customs, what the hell? What's on the manifest? 240 million yellow vests. Why do we have 240 million of in this country? Well, he picked the phone up. Boss, yeah, we got a problem. Yeah, look, they done ordered 240 million yellow vests. I think these motherfuckers fucked the hell out. I think we're gonna have to think about this. I can't delay the ship. The ship is here. They're unloading right now. I think y'all gonna have to do something in Washington. I think the Americans, I think they stopped drinking the Kool-Aid. I think they stopped drinking the water. I don't think they drinking that fluoride no more because it's 240 million of them. They about to actually do something real instead of talking about Trump's penis all damn time. We might have to do something, boss. All right. I'm sorry. I think it's 240. Isn't Lori 240? How many Americans? How many Americans is it? I think it's it might be 270. I don't know. I'm a little disconnected, y'all. I don't know really what's happening in America. I don't even watch American news. I think they're crazy. I just watch it for entertainment. And it's kind of funny to me. I try to get people talking. They start telling me what's happening in the world. I go home, see my mom, like, Mama, what's going on, Mama? Sometimes I go, like, Mom, what Trump doing, Mama? Tell me what Trump doing. Oh, my goodness, he's doing crazy stuff. Because my mama, she read the Washington Post. Oh, he done started some slavery. He done did this and blew that up. And they about to go to Mars. I love my mama to death. I do. But she believed the newspaper. He said my mama used a social studies teacher, Mama. You know they lying. But sometimes I just want to know what's happening. I'll text my brothers like, yeah, Trump fighting the deep state. Yeah. And my brothers start flipping out. They start going crazy. I'm like, no, he's actually doing what all presidents always do for the most part. Every now and then he might do a little bit of good. He might get away. The CIA's not watching for a minute, does a little piece of good or something, but nobody gets behind it because the half side hate him. The other side love everything that he does. So nothing changes. So I don't take this in it. I don't take it seriously. I don't. We all gonna die because y'all y'all work for the king's court. That's why. because you want your paycheck. You want to hold up the empire instead of letting it fall. There was something I wanted to show. Yes, this is it right here. This is it. I did want to show something else.
A British study on the root causes of radicalization has shown that a feeling of social exclusion and isolation are among the main contributing factors. One of the researchers behind the study told us they wanted to understand what pushes people over the edge.
Every time there's a terrorist attack, for every one...
I'm going to take a pause for a minute. I'm just going to tell y'all, I'm pretending on this one that I haven't watched it. I already watched it, but I didn't have to watch it. I know what makes terrorism. I know I grew up with poor white people, and I grew up with poor black people, and I grew up with a poor Asian guy too. And I know what makes terrorism. The same thing that makes terrorism is the same damn thing that takes a young baby that just grew up with the little pacified, with just boogers everywhere and just want to be happy and play and wipe up and throw up on your shoulder. Little happy babies, little white babies and black babies and Asian babies and Hispanic babies. They just want to live in the world. What makes terrorism is you show them the only way they get to eat and survive in their world is by being a terrorist survivor. The same reason they become white nationalists, they become Bloods and Crips, they become triads, they join the mafia and the gangs. The same damn reason they join the cartels is the same damn reason they become terrorists. The neuroscientists have been telling us this for a very long time. Please pay attention.
Terrorists, there are dozens of sympathizers who do not go over the edge of violence. So what we want to do is find some people who basically had sympathies with some of these values and these movements that are championed by jihadist causes, but are not yet going over the edge of violence. And we want to see what pushes a sympathizer into someone who might be more ready to act violently. And that's where our experiment came in. We were looking at a variety of factors, but specifically the role of social exclusion. People feel socially excluded. They're more likely to start sacralizing their non-sacred values. And one
social exclusion is a factor. You remember Columbine? Y'all want to play with people. You want to send them into the trench coat mafia. You want to talk about people. Social exclusion. You want to censor them on social media. You want to take away their voice. You want to make them voices. You don't like them. You don't like them because they got rednecks. You don't like them because they got sagging boxer shorts showing in the jeans. You take away their ability to talk. You show them you have indifference. You show them you don't have any empathy at all for where they were born. You take them out of your social environment. You're a Democrat or Republican and you're colonizing their entire damn continent, killing their people. You show them that they don't matter in your society. You socially exclude them, they're supposed to hate you. That's how it works.
Once those values become sacred, it's very difficult at that point to persuade that person, to negotiate with that person. They're moving closer and closer towards the edge of violence. So the main motivation was just, let's try to combine ethnographic research, survey research, and neuroscience all together. So that was the motivation.
Put it all together.
Well, here's how that study was carried out. A group of 38 young Muslim men living in and around Barcelona who sympathized with radical jihadist ideologies agreed to undergo tests. Their brains were scanned as they played a computer game that simulated social exclusion. Now, researchers concluded that the men were far more likely to attach a sacred status to some issues that were not so important to them before, going all the way to seeing them as worth fighting for. The study claims to dispel common conceptions that poverty, religious conservatism, or even psychosis are the main contributing factors to radicalization. Nafis Hamid, again, says that the role of other external factors should not be underestimated.
People are somehow thinking we're saying that, social exclusion is the only reason for why people radicalize. That's absolutely not true. Radicalization is a complex system with many factors coalescing together. Feeling discriminated against can be a triggering event. Many people who go and carry out an act of violence, when you ask them what was the triggering event that made you go, I'm going to get up out of my house and carry out an act of terrorism, it's usually because they experienced some form of discrimination. That's not to discount the role of recruiters or the role of radicalizing narratives or the role of foreign policy that allows to get a foothold in certain areas. But this is one crucial thing at the community level that I think policymakers should become more focused on.
I love it. Yeah, Donnell, you see it? I love it. I love it. It's deep. I like science. Science and research. But y'all don't like that science and research. Y'all like flat earth. Y'all like because it's flat, right? You know what I'm saying when I say flat earth? Because it's not deep. Not deep, Donnell. But you and I saw it. I grew up with Donnell. That's one of my good brothers I grew up with. Not deep. Not deep at all. We didn't seen it. We done that. We ain't seen it. On the plane, kickball down there. I remember, oh man, the good old days. We used to trade Transformers and G.I. Joes. Man, we make terrorists. We didn't watch y'all make terrorists coming all out of Washington, D.C. When you make poor people and they got to sell drugs, guess what they're going to do to put bread on the table? They're going to sell drugs. When you show people how much you hate them, how much your society doesn't care about them, human beings are supposed to do what they're supposed to do. They're going to do exactly what you did. You're going to do exactly, like I posted something the other day. I was thinking about it. It's just like, it's crazy to me. We live in a multiverse, right? Y'all know what the multiverse is. The multiverse that kind of explains that there are multiple universes. There's an infinite number of planets, that somewhere in a different dimension, there's another you. Everywhere. Another you doing the same thing you're doing right now, being the same person, got the same wife, got the same husband, watching the same fool with the bald head, like, let's save the world, y'all, let's stop being stupid. But you got a boogie in your nose right here, like, and it's just swinging every time you breathe. It goes out and it comes in, and it goes out. We got that long story out. I really don't want to go there. I was on a date a long time ago, back when I dated, and the lady didn't tell me. Every time I breathed out and breathed back in, the boogie was like, hey, woo, hey, woo. Every time I breathed in and breathed out, and didn't tell me for years. But anyway, long story. So somewhere in a multiverse, there's another you right now. But you are the person you hate. You're doing exactly what they do. You were raised by the same mother and father they were. You have the same genetics they did. You grew up in the trailer park, or you grew up in the hood, or you grew up in Gaza, or you grew up in the Congo, and you watched your mother be raped by children, working for warlords, holding American weapons, using American drugs to make those kids rape their mother. You're not supposed to be a hippie when that happens. Somewhere in the multiverse is somebody being your other. You being your other right now. Doing the same thing that you hate, the same evil thing that you just thought was never possible. And this is why I say you can't judge people. I didn't say that. That's religious, that's scriptural, it's natural law. You can't judge people because people become who they're supposed to become. Everybody is perfect. Everybody. From my perspective, everybody is perfect except me. Because that's the only thing I need to work on every day. I'm trying to become better every other day. But everybody becomes who they're supposed to. And I love this study because y'all know me. I'm always talking about neuroscience. Where's that device at? And this isn't an MRI, but this gets into the neuroscience that these people have been telling us about for a long time. When you make people, when you nourish and culture, right there, when you nourish people and you give them a philosophy of hate in order to survive, they will hate you. The genes will flip in their head. Those warrior genes, those 27 genes will flip and they will learn. It will tune up aggression. It will tune down empathy. It'll get rid of that consciousness. It'll tune down love. It'll make them so blind to your human life mattering at all that they can do anything like strap a bomb to their chest and go blow themselves up. It'll make them do anything to survive, like go shoot up a whole swimming pool full of little girls in the 1980s in Washington, D.C. to join a gang. It'll make them do almost anything, like drive around with a gun because the FBI is after you because you're just trying to put your cows out to graze in the grass that you've been doing for 100 years. It'll do anything, like make you fight colonizers hitting your coast. I'm hitting a whole bunch of them, whether it's Lavoy Finicum, whether it's Khalif Browder, whether it's all the same thing, whether it's Hamas, terrorists, Israel. You think Israel just woke up one day and think, hey, we want to be murdery bastards and hate the Torah and hate everything that God said? No. No. They were made that way. We are survivalists, all of us. And when we're in bad circumstances, we will become more evil than the worst evil you levied upon us. The oppressor will always turn around and oppress because that's how we're designed. We would have never made it on this planet if we didn't have the ability to turn around and become capable of the worst evils on the planet. That's why I say, fix the system. Ignore the people in it. Fix the system. The system is the problem. It's never the people. Fight the power, not the people. Hate the game, not the players. rage against the machine. Stop being a cog for the machine because you got a nice BMW. Stop fighting for the court. You don't need a paycheck from them. They're evil, they're cruel, they're dirty, they're killers, they're bastards. And we got a planet to fix. And it doesn't involve taking a paycheck from the killers and the kings. It doesn't involve us cheering for you because you just want to be higher on the court so you can be the same killer that they are, so you can get a $400,000 paycheck for a speaking engagement. Saying. We might only have one chance at this, people. We might only have one chance. This might be the last generation. It ain't got nothing to do with Trump. It ain't got nothing to do with Obama. It ain't got nothing to do with the Democrats nor the Republicans. It ain't got nothing to do with America, France, or anybody else. It's got to do with you focusing on that person in the mirror, whether or not you want to change or you want to stay the same evil bastard for the court. So hell yeah, I'm for the shutdown. I'm for shut it all down from the top to the bottom so we can use a bit of truth to make something better. Beautiful words. Thank you, Sister Anna. I appreciate that. Yes, humbling in a sort. It is humbling, Daniel. And we got to be more humble, all of us. We all have to just understand we lucked up. We lucked up. And I'm not taking my my Fort Washington privilege, my being raised in one of the communities that had the highest percentage of upper or middle class African Americans in the world. In the Prince George's County, Maryland. I'm gonna take that privilege and do the best I can. Try to do the right thing. I'm gonna take my gun privilege. Take my gun privilege. I done had the police pull guns on me more than twice. I'm gonna take my gun privilege. I wasn't doing anything wrong. I was 17 driving a sports car. What happens to you in Maryland when you're 17 and you got a ball head and you're driving a sports car? I done been there. I'm gonna use that gun privilege to understand. And I don't have a problem with the police. Understand they didn't write the laws. They didn't write their system. They didn't create a culture of people who shoot back at police, right? They're trying to survive like everybody else. They become terrorists like everybody else. The legislators write the laws and you got the bumper sticker for the legislator on your car. So I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use my dog privilege. I didn't have the police dog in my car. I have a nice sports car. I was on the side of the road, had the damn the dog. You fit the description. Hey, whoa, chill, brother, chill. Hey, I was 18 in my little sports car down. Where was I at? Eastern Shore, Maryland. You fit the description. We're gonna have to search your car. We're gonna impound it. Like, okay, so I'm 18 with a sports car. Meanwhile, he didn't know I was working for a meat company. I made a little money back then when I was in college. But anyway, let the dog go all through my car, on my seats. I had leather seats. 300ZX, nice car. Use my dog privilege. But had a police dog crawling all over my car to say that this is in the world we want. Yeah, I can hate the police. Why would I hate the police? He had a quota to make. He didn't make his quota. Wall Street made that quota and they bought it from the politicians and they levied it down on the police. That's what I'm saying. Stop fighting people. Fight the system. Fight the power. Stop fighting poor white people, y'all. Stop it. I know you were raised to. I know, I get it. Stop fighting poor black people. I know you were raised to, but you got to think bigger than that. We got one chance now. First time in human history where we can have automation and robots solve the problem while they're making all the terrorists. We got a chance. You can walk away from the federal government. You can put down your sign, stop the shutdown and realize, nah, this damn thing shouldn't exist, and walk away. You could do that. I always try to put myself in their shoes, Alan, and that's what it's all about. So always put yourself in other people's shoes. And if you can't imagine what their shoes feel like, you need to go talk to them. You need to do some research on them. You need to talk to people who know them. Find out what they're dealing with, and I think you'll realize every time it's been that way for me. Every time I put myself in somebody else's shoes, I almost always could fathom me doing the same thing that they did. I worked with a doctor. He lived in a predominantly white neighborhood. He got pulled over every few months. It was absurd. Exactly, Rebecca, but that's not the story people tell, right? That's not what's popular, right? Because what's popular is what makes people stupid. What's popular is all you'll see young black kids. That's all you'll see. And it pisses off The white folks that it happens. And meanwhile, everybody's a victim of the police state. And if people got together and just say, hang on, it doesn't really matter the skin color of somebody who gets pulled over. The only thing that matters is people are getting pulled over. It doesn't really matter the skin color of the person that gets shot. The only thing that matters is, why are we sending grown men with lethal weapons into neighborhoods that children live? For speeding tickets, for violations, for citations, for just things that there's no purpose for a gun. Why do the police even have guns? Why do they even have, if they work for us, why do they even have guns? You ever stop and ask yourself that question? Why do they have lethal weapons 40 years after they had non-lethal weapons where they could go serve a warrant or whatever they need to do? It's because they don't work for us. And they didn't decide one day, the police didn't get together and say, oh, we're going to stop working for the Americans. No, they didn't. Your legislator, the one that you keep posting about, your favorite Democrat, your favorite Republican, those are the ones. They're the ones that, no, the police shouldn't work for the United States citizens. The police should work for us. They should protect the bourgeoisie and the oligarchy. And that's what they did. And that's the funny thing, Rebecca, is if people actually stopped playing and got together and did what that brother posted. What's that brother's name again? Did what he posted. If people got together and realized, like, why is this the case? Let me show this again. Why is this the case? Why is it that, here we go right here. Why is it that when you say what they expect you to say, get popular? When you say something divisive, when you say something that will keep people fighting and divide them up, you're popular. You can get people to publish you. But when you say something that might actually change some of this evil stuff, you will never get popular. You'll never get, how many people over here? 20 people? 25? Maybe 10, 15 on YouTube. I can't see too much on YouTube at the moment. You'll never get popular saying, let's actually do something that'll work. But if you keep saying, let's just keep fighting the same struggle, let's keep fighting the same way we've always been fighting, it ain't never working, ain't never gonna work, because then fights about fighting other people that actually didn't do this to us. That's when you get censored. That's when you get shut down. That's when you can't find or publish. All I'm saying is grow up. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is the next generation is more important than us. That's all I'm saying. All I'm saying is if it's like, what is that saying about pushing a brick wall? No, the definition of insanity. If y'all are tribing up and you're fighting each other from your different tribal and racial and skin and religious and all these perspectives, and your world sucks, it means you don't have a strategy that actually works. And that strategy most likely was given to you. It means you need to find a new strategy. You need to find new allies. The women, was it the enemy of your enemy is your friend? How about the enemy of your fake enemy is your friend? Your birth enemy. Maybe I say I'm a hashtag birth enemy. Hashtag not my birth enemy. If you were born in a bad place and somebody told you who your enemy is, that's your enemy. Go look at them and find out how they were complicit in making a system and getting you to conflict with other people that didn't steal anything or to put you where you are. That's how they play people. And I'm too old to get played. I'm tired. I question everything. I question all these narratives for conflict. To me, it's stupid. A real revolution doesn't require park permits. Susan, y'all still hitting Americans. Y'all be nice to Americans. I try to be nice to them. They get the park permits. We're gonna have a yellow breakfast protest. Please, can we have a permit to take you down? Can we have a permit so, I know you get all your money from big business, and can we have a protest? Can we just protest? I'm not into gestures. That's why I'm not there. I know, Susan, that's why I'm not there. Y'all listen, hey, I put on the yellow vest. It's going to be about the business. It's not going to be about your business. It's going to be about the business. It's not going to be about black people. It's not going to be about white people. It's not going to be about Democrats. It's not going to be about no damn Republicans. It's not going to be about no conservatives. It's not going to be, I put on the yellow vest. It's going to be about the business. It's going to be like, we're going to fix this finally. And that only comes from being united. It's the only way that's going to happen. Y'all want to be the put on a yellow vest protest and go beg to take down the oligarchy. Oligarchy, can you stop it? We're so mad at you. Oligarchy, can we go do a gesture? I want to do a gesture. I want to go hold some signs and get on the news and smile and say, hi, Mom, I'm doing my gesture. No, I'm about the business, bro. It's got to be about the business. We got to show up 240 million. Like, our kids ain't gonna die this way. That's when you'll get me out. Anyway, listen, it's Friday. Gotta go. This has been fun. I'd have to go back, see the comments later. Y'all have a good, I appreciate you liking and subscribing and sharing and all of that social media stuff you're supposed to do. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. This is Gerard. I'm out of here. Love y'all to death. Let's build a new world because we got the tools and technology to do that now. And the information. If not the intellect and the integrity. I'm out. Bye-bye.